Hey there, curious minds. Today, we embark on a journey through the mysterious pages of one of the most enigmatic ancient texts ever discovered, the Book of Enoch. This ancient scripture, filled with celestial secrets, forbidden desires, and powerful divine reminders, has fascinated thinkers for centuries. Hidden away from many canonical religious texts, the Book of Enoch presents a cosmic drama where the heavens and the earth intertwine in a narrative bursting with passion, rebellion, and moral questions. In this exploration, we delve into a story that features celestial beings known as the Watchers, impressive guardians tasked with maintaining divine order over mankind. However, as with many compelling tales, what begins as a harmonious duty soon unravels into a saga of defiance when the Watchers break away from their celestial purpose, led by their enigmatic leader. Their descent into forbidden passions and mortal affairs sparks a ripple effect that forever alters the relationship between the divine and humanity. Today we will peel back the layers of mystery surrounding these ancient figures, examining their roles, their ultimate fall from grace, and the profound consequences that followed. Our discussion invites you to question the boundaries between fate and free will, while exploring the timeless balance between order and chaos. So, prepare to journey with us into a realm where myth, morality, and mystery come together in a narrative as old as time itself. Let's step into this ancient world and unearth the secrets that lie within its cryptic verses. Absolutely. Delving deeper into the origins of the Book of Enoch helps us understand its significance and the context in which it emerged. This fascinating work is believed to have been composed between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE, a period marked by rich cultural cross-pollination and the unfolding of early Jewish mystical thought. Although not embraced by all branches of mainstream Christianity or Judaism, the Book of Enoch has always intrigued scholars and the general public alike. Remarkably, while many religious traditions excluded it from their official canon, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church has maintained its status as a canonical text, preserving its unique insights for modern readers. The text is structured as a collection of vivid episodic narratives, encompassing visions, prophecies, and divine secrets that challenge conventional ideas about the universe. Its content paints a picture of a cosmic order, where the divine and mortal realms intermingle through allegorical storytelling that captures both beauty and moral quandaries. The Book of Enoch invites readers to ponder the mysteries of the cosmos, the nature of divine justice, and the origins of human suffering and triumph. By offering a voice to celestial beings and chronicling the dramatic interactions between the heavenly and the human, this ancient text serves as a bridge between myth and theology. Exploring these layers allows us to appreciate not only its historical and religious context, but also its enduring impact on literature, art, and modern interpretations of the supernatural. A profound journey continues to inspire. Before any celestial fall, the Watchers were revered as dedicated guardians tasked with overseeing mankind from the divine realms. These angelic beings, far more significant than mere passive observers, were entrusted with maintaining the natural order and ensuring that divine laws were upheld on earth. At the forefront of this sacred assembly was Semyaza, a charismatic leader whose wisdom and strength inspired his fellow Watchers to carry out their celestial duties with honor. Their mission was simple yet profound, to stand vigil over humanity without interfering in mortal affairs. However, even in realms of order, the seeds of temptation can sprout unexpectedly. The Watchers, imbued with an understanding of both divine intent and earthly allure, soon found themselves captivated by the beauty and complexity of human life. As they observed the struggles, emotions, and passions of those below, a spark of desire ignited within them. This internal conflict between duty and newfound fascination would eventually challenge the unyielding boundary between the celestial and the human. Though their original design was to act purely as overseers, the allure of human experiences and mortal emotions began to blur the lines of their purpose. Ultimately, the Watchers straddled a precipice, a choice between loyalty to their heavenly mandate and succumbing to earthly desires. In this delicate balance, hints of rebellion and the beginnings of a profound transformation were seeded, a transformation that would soon change the course of divine order forever. The dramatic fall of the Watchers marks one of the most striking episodes in ancient lore, a turning point defined by forbidden desires that breached the sacred boundaries set by the divine. In a moment that still captures the imagination, these celestial beings, once champions of order, found themselves irresistibly drawn into a maelstrom of passion and defiance. Their allure was not merely the allure of power or divine knowledge, but also a magnetic pull towards the human experience, a bewitching mix of vulnerability, beauty, and raw emotion. Semyaza, the charismatic leader, played a pivotal role in rallying his fellow Watchers to embrace their earthly passions. In a bold act of rebellion, they collectively made a fateful pact to descend to earth, disregarding the strict edicts of their heavenly mandate. Their choice to take mortal wives was not a trivial decision. It symbolized an embrace of human frailty over celestial purity. As they mingled freely with human society, their divine essence began to blur, and the once clearly defined lines separating the celestial from the earthly became indistinct. This defiant act led them to share divine secrets and forbidden knowledge that were never meant for human hearts and minds, igniting a wildfire of transformation among the people. New ideas, advanced arts, and dangerous technologies flooded the human realm, fundamentally altering the natural course of human progress. However, with great revelation comes great consequence. The rebellion of the Watchers did not pass quietly into history. It ushered in an era of chaos and divine wrath. The celestial order was disrupted, mandating a response from the divine forces. The fall was not just about the transgression of heavenly rules, but also a lesson on the perils of desire and the inherent risks of overstepping boundaries. As this fateful episode unfolded, the impact reverberated across both the heavenly and earthly planes, ensuring that the memory of these acts of rebellion would echo through the ages, serving as a cautionary tale of passion untempered by responsibility. Furthermore, the fall of the Watchers symbolizes the eternal conflict between duty and desire. Their tragic descent reminds us that even heavenly beings can be overcome by the allure of the forbidden, setting into motion events that resonate with human emotion and the consequences of moral compromise. This timeless narrative continues to spark debate and inspire creative minds. Thus, their captivating story endures in every retelling indeed. As a result of the Watchers' defiant act, the world was forever changed by the birth of the Nephilim, the colossal offspring born from the union between the celestial beings and human women. These beings, often described as giants of immense strength and wisdom, emerged as both marvels and harbingers of chaos. Their very existence disrupted the natural order. They were enigmatic creatures whose influence spread fear and disorder across the land. The very traits that made them formidable also brought great suffering, as their overpowering presence led to conflicts among men and upheavals in societies. With each tremendous step, they left behind a trail of destruction, disrupting the balance that had long been maintained between humankind and the divine. Beyond the sheer physical dominance, the infusion of forbidden wisdom by the Watchers introduced a cascade of moral dilemmas and spiritual decay. Humanity became entangled in a web of advanced knowledge and technology that it was never fully prepared to handle. Agricultural practices, weaponry, and even the fundamental understanding of the cosmos were forever altered, drawing people into conflicts that pitted progress against ethical constraints. The corruption that seeped into society was not only an external force affecting the world's structure, but also an internal struggle within human hearts. Questions of right and wrong, of duty and desire, took on new forms as individuals navigated this transformed landscape. The offspring of the Watchers, with their mingled heritage, symbolized the clash between ancient divine order and mortal ambition. Their legacy served as a constant reminder of the dangers of transgressing sacred boundaries. Over time, the havoc they wrought compelled both divine and earthly forces to confront the imbalance setting into motion events that echoed through generations. The Nephilim's rise was not without its dire consequences, for their existence marked the beginning of a downward spiral into chaos that would eventually demand a reckoning on a cosmic scale. Moreover, a cascade of consequences was witnessed as moral structures eroded within human society. Divine wisdom intermingled with ambition, forcing communities to face complex choices where progress and peril converged. Poets and historians have long recounted this transformative era, capturing both wonder and sorrow. In the midst of the chaos unleashed by the Watcher's transgressions, a beacon of divine intervention emerged through the figure of Enoch. Known for his deep wisdom and unwavering spiritual integrity, Enoch stepped forward as a mediator between the divine realms and a troubled humanity. His courageous journey into the heavens was driven by a relentless pursuit of understanding and redemption. With a steadfast heart and gentleness in his voice, Enoch pleaded for mercy on behalf of both the rebellious Watchers and the humans who had suffered as a result of their illicit unions. Observing the escalating turmoil on earth, the divine forces maintained that no transgression would go unanswered. In response to the chaos, a solemn decree was issued from the celestial throne. A great deluge was declared, a flood designed to wash away the corruption and restore the balance that had been disrupted. This divine judgment, severe yet imbued with a vision for renewal, was not solely about punishment. It carried within it the seeds of rebirth, offering humanity a fresh start on the path to righteousness. Enoch's intercession was a poignant reminder of the enduring compassion of the divine, even when faced with the consequences of heavenly rebellion. As his pleas echoed through the halls of eternity, it became clear that the urgent need for cleansing could not be ignored. The impending flood symbolized both an end and a beginning, a final act of divine retribution, coupled with the promise of redemption and hope for a reformed world. Thus, through Enoch's determined journey and the decisive response of the divine, a new chapter was set into motion, one that would forever alter the fabric of existence on earth. In this sacred moment, destiny and divine will intertwine to shape a brighter future with steadfast hope. The story of the Watcher's fall has left a lasting legacy that transcends time and culture. Its narrative, woven with themes of divine defiance and eternal consequence, continues to capture the hearts and minds of people around the world. Across different cultural traditions, this tale has been interpreted in many creative ways, often serving as an allegory for the struggles between duty and desire. The Watcher's decision to forsake their celestial roles has been seen as a powerful metaphor for humanity's own vulnerabilities and the eternal quest for knowledge. By challenging the conventional boundaries of heaven and earth, their story invites us to reflect on the nature of rebellion, the cost of transgression, and the possibility of redemption. Even today, artists, writers, and theologians draw upon this ancient narrative, finding fresh meaning in its themes of moral ambiguity and human ambition. Through its layered symbolism, the tale of the Watchers continues to inspire conversations about free will, divine justice, and the balance between order and chaos. Its impact endures, offering insight into the very fabric of human existence and the eternal interplay between the celestial and the mortal. This timeless narrative continues to enlighten and challenge us with profound insight, a timeless dialogue with our soul. Venturing further into the layers of this ancient saga, we uncover subtle insights that add depth to the myth. The symbolism of the Watcher's actions resonates on multiple levels as a metaphor for unchecked ambition, as an allegory for the eternal human struggle between reason and passion, and as an exploration of the consequences when divine boundaries are overstepped. Creative minds have long been fascinated by the duality expressed in these narratives, finding parallels in modern stories of rebellion and redemption. The interplay between celestial decree and human free will appears throughout literature and art, inviting us to ponder the delicate balance between order and chaos. In many ways, the tale reflects our own inner conflicts and the continuous quest for understanding life's complexities. It nudges us to question where to draw the line between wisdom and desire, and it challenges us to confront the cost of overreaching. Through this lens, the ancient text becomes not just a series of myths, but a mirror that reflects contemporary struggles and moral quandaries. Over time, the lessons embedded in this narrative have sparked discussions across cultures, blending historical context with timeless philosophical queries. In embracing both the beauty and the tragedy of the Watcher's fall, we are reminded that every act of defiance carries its own legacy. Over time, each reinterpretation adds a new facet to an age-old debate about the nature of divinity and human aspiration, making the narrative perpetually relevant in an ever-changing universe. In summary, the epic tale of the Watchers from the Book of Enoch offers a profound reflection on the interplay between divine order and human desire. The story's rich narrative of celestial rebellion and its far-reaching consequences continues to inspire and challenge our understanding of morality. By exploring themes of free will, temptation, and redemption, this ancient saga remains ever relevant. Its lessons encourage us to contemplate the balance between destiny and choice while reminding us of the timeless cost of crossing sacred boundaries. May this ancient narrative spark introspection, ignite conversations, and illuminate the eternal journey within us all. Thank you for exploring this ancient saga with us. If the timeless lessons of the Watchers resonate with you, please subscribe for more deep dives into mystical lore and historical mysteries. Engage with us in the comments below and share your insights on this enduring tale. Join the